Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, CrispyReviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing a show that's aimed towards preschoolers, but has gotten the attention of some adults as well. Today I'm going to be reviewing the show Bluey. Now, yes, I can understand some people saying like, oh, why are you interviewing like a kid's show? Like, that's kind of weird. But I mean, honestly, this show is actually really good. I mean, just like Paw Patrol, but a little bit better in my opinion. Like, this show has like actually gotten me like through the whole pandemic. Like, it just puts like the worry off of my shoulders on like everything that's going on around in the world. Now, I'll be completely honest, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me if you want, but I actually find this show like a lot better than, like other preschool shows like Paw Patrol, for example. I mean, I still love Paw Patrol, don't get me wrong, but I find this show a little bit more better. It has like good morals and like good stories in each of their like 7-minute episodes. Before I begin with the review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and follow my channel. And also, as well, this review is just like my opinion, so you don't have to agree with everything that I say. Anyways, let's get started. So, what is Bluey anyway? Well, Bluey is an Australian animated TV series aimed for preschool children that aired on ABC Kids of October 2018. And no, not ABC Kids in the United States, but the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. It was created by Joe Brum with Queensland's production group Ludo Studios, and the series was co-commissioned by the Australian Broadcast Corporation and the British Broadcast Corporation. The show has also premiered in the United States and the United Kingdom on Disney Junior, and has been released internationally on Disney Plus as well. Now, the series follows the anthropomorphic 6-year-old blue heeler puppy named Bluey, who is characterized by her abundance of energy, imagination, and curiosity at the world. She lives with her father Bandit, mother Chili, and her younger sister Bingo, who regularly joins her on adventures as they embark on imaginative play together. Now, the show is in its mid-second season, but I felt it'd be appropriate to review this show right now, since it's one of my favorites. And what's really cool about the show is that most of the themes in the show are really good, and some of the morals are very touching as well. There are some happy moments in the show, and some very sad moments too. And the characters are very realistic. Before I talk about some of the episodes and some of like the different happy and sad moments, let's talk about the characters of the show. So the main character of the show is Bluey Heeler, who's a 6-year-old blue heeler puppy. She's very curious, energetic, just full of imagination, loves playing games with her sister and her friends. She's one of my favorite characters, at least with like the kids' characters. There are some moments in some of the episodes where Bluey can sometimes come off as either, off character or sometimes bossy. But I mean, that's just a character flaw, and most of the characters have character flaws. But either way, I still like her. Then we also have Bluey's younger sister, Bingo, who is by far the most adorable little pup ever. She's rather on the passive side and often depends on her older sister when they're playing. And what's also cool is that she's smart and has a broad knowledge of everyday things. And she can get a little heartbroken when people or even Bluey make fun of her or when she thinks they're making fun of her. But she's really good character, and she even has her own little episode too. Another main character in the show is Bluey and Bingo's mother, Chili Healer. She is described as a character that cares about her family, and she's a very comforting character as well. And along with her husband, she likes to play games with their daughters. She can also be seen as a more serious and responsible parent and very understanding, but she also has time to, have fun and play with her daughters and not be serious at the times. She is one of the best cartoon mom characters. She's like a better mom than Mrs. Pataki from Hey Arnold and Lois Griffin from Family Guy. Like, those two are like terrible mothers, but Chili is definitely like one of the better moms. Now, the last main character, and probably one of my most favorite characters who is an adult, is Bluey and Bingo's dad, Bandit. He is just like an amazing character. He loves to play with his daughters, and whenever he plays games with them, he takes his role very seriously, even though he often seems unwillingly and reluctant whenever his daughters mention a game to play. And usually while they're playing, he often teaches like his daughters like a life lesson along the way. And he's very, very, very funny. And most of the time, like, he likes to joke around and tease his kids, but he does take his role as a parent very seriously at most times. Bandit is probably one of like the best cartoon dads like ever on television. Like, honestly, he's better than like Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, Bob Pataki from Hey Arnold. Like, most like all those dads and like maybe other cartoon dads that I haven't mentioned are just like terrible dads. Like Bandit puts them like to shame. Now those are just like the main characters in the show. There are other characters in the show like Bluey's cousin Muffin, her friend Indian Honey, but I'll do like a video like talking about like my favorite characters, doing like a character tier list. Now let's talk about some of the episodes in this show. Like these episodes, they go for 7 minutes, but a lot of these episodes are really good and heartfelt. One of my favorite episodes is the episode Camping. In this episode, the Healer family are camping, and when Bluey goes off to play, she meets a black Labrador named Jean Luc, who happens to be French. And what's really cute is that even though she doesn't understand what he says, she still plays with him and is very kind.
Hi. Tu veux jouer avec moi? Huh? Est-ce qu'on joue ensemble? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Oh, thanks. These are for my house. My butler kicked me out.
So Bluey and Jean-Luc play in the campgrounds for a couple of days. And I guess like on the second day, it's Jean-Luc's last day at the camping ground. He has to go back. And you know, Bluey says, I'll see you tomorrow. But you can tell on Jean-Luc's sad face that, you know, he's not going to see her again and that it's his last day. The sad part is when the next day Bluey goes to Jean-Luc's camping spot and his tent is not there and she goes looking all over for him. And then when she goes to her mom asking where Jean-Luc went, she tells her, oh, their holiday must have been over, so they went back. And then Bluey goes back to where she plants the seed and starts crying.
Mum, you know where Jean-Luc is? His tent's not there.
Oh, yes, I saw them packing up.
What?
They must have left early this morning.
You mean they're gone?
I'm afraid so, sweetheart.
This just makes me sad that she made a friend and he's so far away and she's never going to see him again. It just brings a tear to my eye. It's really, really good episode. Now in this scene where her mom and Bluey are talking, you know, it's just very encouraging and it's very heartfelt.
Mum,
Yeah?
why did Jean-Luc have to go?
Their holiday was over, honey.
But I want to keep playing with him. He was my friend.
Well, look, sometimes special people come into our lives, stay for a bit, and then they have to go.
But that's sad.
It is. But the bit where they were here was happy, wasn't it?
Yeah. We caught a wild pig together.
Maybe that makes it all worth it.
Will I ever see him again?
Well, you never know. The world's a magical place.
That is so, so touching. Now, we do jump a few years later back at the same campground and we do see an older Bluey and she's sitting by the tree that she planted a few years back. And the best ending ever is who does she see again at the end? Her friend Jean-Luc.
No. I know it's yours, Muffin. I'm just borrowing it.
Hello, Bluey.
That's literally like the best ending ever. And every time I watch that episode, it always brings a tear to my eye. Like, she gets to see him again when she's like older after like a few years. Like, it's so good. There are a couple episodes from season 2 that I really liked that also made me tear up. And so far, season 2 is probably one of the best seasons so far. Even though this year in the springtime we're going to get season 3. So I'm very excited for that. Now, just like with any other show, there's always a fandom. And I am part of the Bluey fandom as well. And usually when there's a fandom, there are some people who ship characters in the show. And I haven't seen any problems with shipping in this show, but I talked to a few friends who are in this fandom, and they say shipping is another problem in this show, just like with Paw Patrol. Now, I mentioned in my Paw Patrol review that I really don't care for shipping. Like, to me, it's not a big deal. And honestly, I get it. Why would you ship these characters? They're young. They're like children. They are at a young age. Why would you ship them? And yeah, I kind of get it from like the anti-shippers like perspectives. Like, that's understandable. But then again, you gotta realize, no matter what show, whether like the characters are like little kids or whatever, people are gonna ship them. And that's just how it is. But aside from the whole shipping problem, like any other fandom, this fandom's not that bad. And I honestly can't wait to see what's going to be happening next. So yeah, Bluey is an amazing show, and I'm very glad that I started watching this. Ever since the whole pandemic, this show has been getting me through a lot with everything. And if I could give this show a rating, which it deserves a good rating, honestly, like, I'm giving this show a definite 10 out of 10. Thanks again for watching, guys. I also want to say thank you for 50 subscribers. I know 50 subscribers isn't that much, but I still want to thank you guys and everything for watching my content. And hopefully soon, by this year, I can reach 1,000 and start getting, part of the YouTube Partners program and everything. But we're going to be working on that. I am going to do more reviews pretty soon, and also vlogging, as well as maybe some gaming. And hopefully get away from the whole SML stuff, because the whole SML drama is just continuing and it's just ridiculous. I am going to be doing a video about what's been recently going on in the SML drama and everything. And another thing I also want to address is reasonings why I did some SML content was not to get views. I didn't really care about the views for like my SML videos. Like, I want more views on like my other on my other content other than SML. Only reason why I did some SML stuff was to, keep everyone informed of like what's going on with SML and the whole Chile drama and just like everything, to kind of like summarize, certain things that's been like going on. But aside from all that, I just want to say thank you again for watching. Thank you for 50 subscribers, and I will see you next time.